What's up, it's Ozzy here to talk about one of T.I.'s closest friends, Kodak Black. It's hard to believe, but Kodak Black has been in this rap game for a while, having got his big break with his hit No Flocking, and that song came out about 4 years ago. But ever since then, Kodak has been consistently dropping albums as well as hits. Sonically, you can say Kodak sounds like a weed whacker, a lawnmower, a choking goose, or whatever noise he makes, but he knows how to make some bangers. He have No Flocking, Too Many Years, Tunnel Vision, There He Goes, and most recently ZZ. So musically, Kodak doesn't have a problem. The only problem he has at this point is himself. Kodak is his own worst enemy, and it's been more visible lately than ever, but even early on in his career, he has faced many issues. After having his hit No Flocking, he would later be arrested and charged with robbery and battery. No Flocking was a smash hit, right? So I'm pretty sure he was getting a bag for it. So why even put yourself in positions to be caught up? And even being a prominent rapper couldn't keep Kodak from getting in trouble, whether it's being charged with possession of a weapon, armed robbery, or sexual assault. And the sexual assault charge he is still facing to this day. Kodak Black has picked up more charges as a rapper than when he was in the streets. It's really backwards when you think about it, because you think after you get famous and rich, you wouldn't want to put yourself in, quote, criminal activities. It kind of reminds me of that one time Kodak Black went live on IG, and rather than be grateful how he doesn't have to be in the streets no more, and how music saved him from being in jail, rather, he talks about how he misses robbing people and selling drugs. I don't know if Kodak was trolling or not, but that statement speaks a lot about his mentality. Even now, Super Saiyan Kodak still can't shake the feds off him, getting arrested at the Canadian border. Yes, the Canadian border, one of the most peaceful and nicest places in the world. Canada ain't trying to let, quote, Kill Bill come in their country, and I can't figure out why they wouldn't want to let Kodak Black come in. And what from people are saying right now is the feds have it out for Kodak. To reference a famous anime, One Punch Man, everyone knows that cartoon, right? Goku is Kodak Black, right? Since they both have yellow hair. Meanwhile, the feds are Frieza, and we know how much smoke Frieza has for Goku, right? The feds have just been going at Kodak hard nonstop. I don't know if they were tipped, if you get what I'm saying, but on a serious note, Kodak Black should just delete his Instagram or stop going live. Whenever Kodak goes live on Instagram, nothing good ever comes from it. I wouldn't be surprised if the feds have their own task force dedicated to watching Kodak Black's live. The main reason they raided his house in the first place was because of his Instagram live. The audience kept calling the police and telling on Kodak. It be your own sometimes. But when Kodak isn't incriminating himself on IG Live, he can be found unknowingly trolling everyone. The whole piping your MMA comes to mind. The thing with Kodak is he isn't the type to take back what he said. And right now in this social media era we live in, everything you say is overanalyzed, and if you say anything wrong, you have to apologize and or be canceled. But Kodak Black ain't about that SJW life. Instead, he doubles down, and like a kid, he's just like, yeah, I said what I said, what about it? The perfect example is the T.I. situation. We have Kodak saying some disrespectful comments on Lauren London, then T.I. steps in to try to school Kodak. But in reality, he activated Kodak's trap card and got a diss song dropped on him expeditiously. Also, with LA Radio banning him, which, let's be honest, who cares about being banned on a radio station? Who really wakes up, turns on LA Radio to hear the same song on loop over and over? Even though no one listens to LA Radio to hear music, his comments weren't a smart thing to say in the first place. Not just empathy-wise, but career-wise. Nipsey is universally loved by so many artists. So after Kodak Black's comments, who is going to want to work with him after he made those comments? Also, with the internet having a mob mentality, no one's going to want to work with Kodak because they're going to face a lot of backlash. For example, we have Bad Baby put out a remix to her song, Hi Bitch, which featured Kodak Black originally, but her management told her she should make a remix so it could be played everywhere and she wouldn't get backlash. So she recorded a remix, and that's the version that is being played right now. At this point, with Kodak recently being arrested at Rolling Loud, it seems like legal troubles won't stop chasing Kodak Black. But if he can stay out of trouble, and especially Instagram, while sticking to dropping bangers, he can have a really long career. Let me know what you think about all this self-sabotaging Kodak has been doing. I'm Ozzy, and I'm out.